I do not understand the point of view of the Titans GM, ex-GM, because he got fired last week after the game. So they played the Titans played the Eagles. AJ Brown put on a show, and then the poor GM John, I don't know what he's called, something Robinson. He got fired after the game, like 2 days after the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just because of that. You can point to a lot of other things, because the drafts have been less than good, to be honest. Like in 2020, they drafted a tackle in the first round that played for special team snaps before getting cut, Isaiah Wilson. Even last year, their first round pick, Caleb Farley, has been constantly injured. He cannot get on the field. Dylan Radens from like his second round pick from last year, he just started to get on the field, but in the first year and a half, it was a struggle for him to play either guard, either right tackle. Their free agency moves as well. I mean, they signed Bud Dupree to a big contract. That hasn't worked out that well. It's just I understand why they fired the GM. He made some bad decisions, but mid-season, I don't really see the point of firing the general manager. I mean, what is that gonna help you with?
During the season, nothing, because you don't make moves.
Yeah, the Titans are on the verge of winning the AFC South.
Yeah.
Now they started to lose games. The Jags are coming up. They could be there, obviously, but I still think the Titans will take the division and make the playoffs. I mean, it is.
The Titans they've had their flaws this year, but they're by no means.
They are a very well coached team, I would say. Mike Rabel deserves a lot of credit, because that, if you look at the depth chart for the Titans, it's not good. Like it's not like their offensive line has had injuries all season long. Their receiving core is probably one of the worst in the league. I mean, Robert Woods is
he hasn't been as utilized this year.
Oh yeah, but he also came back from the torn ACL as well from last season. So, and he's also like getting up there in age. So for him, it's tough to be, I think, the number one receiver. They also pay like his contract is also something similar that they wanted to offer to AJ Brown, which is why they traded AJ Brown, because AJ Brown asked for like a 4-year, $100 million contract, which he actually ended up getting from the Eagles. And the Titans just didn't want to pay him that, so that's why they decided to trade him. And then they drafted Traylon Burks with the first round pick that they got, and he has not been healthy a lot, but in recent weeks he has looked pretty solid.
When he has played, he's been good.
Yeah, but other than that, you don't have anyone. You have Derrick Henry, but he's not an option in the receiving game.
Yeah.
So you don't have any other receivers.
The receiving game is not an emphasis at all.
Yeah, but it should be. Like, you cannot just go.
You need balance. I'm also proponent of
if you're gonna go with or if you're gonna focus on the run game, you need to have a much better line. Like, their run blocking, like their offensive line as a unit, is decent in run blocking, but you can't just have a linemen who are good at run blocking, or you actually have to run the ball like all the time. Because then the reason why the Titans use so much play action is because like regular, like straight up pass protection where the QB just drops back from either shotgun or under center, the Titans are just not good at it. And like their left tackle that they traded for from the Panthers, Dennis Daly, has been one of the worst players in the entire league. Like I've seen on social media, their fans absolutely despise that man. Like it's actually crazy how much hate he gets, but he has been a turnstile. So yeah, I mean, you gotta figure out that roster, because you have a lot of like star players on that team, but overall, like, the depth and a lot of the starters are just adequate at best. So
yeah,
you can't win a lot of playoff games with that team.
Yeah, it seems like they overperformed when you look at their roster.
Yeah, even Tannehill. I mean, I think Tannehill is solid, but he's not a quarterback
he's not gonna go up here from here.
Yeah, I mean, his best year was probably the first year after he got traded, right?
Yeah.
Like, ever since that, he's been like, okay, I guess.
But he's never really had huge responsibilities. He's always need to keep low risk, low turnover, low amount of turnovers to make the game comfortable for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mean, most of the Titans game is about Derrick Henry, and then if, like, even on third downs, a lot of times, if they bring in their backup running back, they usually just utilize them in the passing game. They can't really use the receivers, as I said, because they don't get open. They don't have talented receivers. And also, like we talked about the offense, but their defense as well. Like, it's not good.
Yeah.
They have Jeffrey Simmons as a defensive tackle, who is one of the best in the league. But other than that, they don't have a lot of talent on that roster or on that defense.
No, the defense has struggled a lot.
Yeah.